Caprella Ascendroot. In the shadowed underbelly of the verdant sprawl, where the earth stains pulsed with mycelial lifeblood, Caprella Ascendroot moved like a whisper through the spore-lit caverns. She was a rift tender, one of the few who could coax the fungal lattices into bridging the toxic rifts that scarred the world above. Her days blurred in the humid glow of phosphorescent caps, her hands stained with the rich ochre of spore dust. Beside her worked Elowen, her sharp-tongued sister, who harvested the healing tendrils with impatient fingers, and old Thorn, the grizzled mentor whose eyes held the weight of forgotten cataclysms. Their world was a fragile symbiosis. Humanity tethered to the fungi that filtered poison from the air, sustained them against the ashfalls from shattered skies. Caprella felt the network's quiet hum in her bones, a lullaby of connection. Unaware it whispered a name. It came during a rift storm, when the gales hurled virulent spores like accusations. Caprella sealed a breach alone, her barrier lattice fraying under the onslaught. A single obsidian spore, larger than the rest, pulsing with an unnatural rhythm, breached her mask. It sank into her skin like a lover's secret, blooming inward. That night, as Elowen bandaged a superficial cut, and Thorn muttered prayers to the mycelium mothers, Caprella dreamed of vast underground cathedrals where roots sang in chorus. She woke drenched in sweat that smelled of earth and infinity, her veins threading with faint, glowing filaments. The ordinary world cracked open, and something ancient stirred within her. Panic clawed at Caprella's throat as the filaments spread, whispering urgings she couldn't comprehend. "It's in me," she gasped to Elowen, who paled but gripped her hand fierce. "We'll burn it out." Thorn nodded grimly, his lore knowledge sparking. They sought the hidden spore vaults of the sprawl's elders. Caprella rallied them with desperate resolve, her voice steady despite the growing chorus in her mind. Elowen bartered secrets for rare antifungals from sly trader Lyra, while Thorn unearthed forbidden texts on overminds, entities of legend that consumed worlds. Allies forged in fear, they plunged deeper into the fungal heart, Caprella fighting the pull even as it promised power. The first purge was agony. Thorn's alchemical brew seared the filaments back, granting partial victory. Caprella gasped relief as the glow dimmed, but Silas, the sprawl's enforcer with his cadre of purge knights, ambushed them in the lattice tunnels.
"Contagion bearer!"
he bellowed, his blades wreathed in fire spores. Elowen hurled decoy blooms. Thorn collapsed a tunnel in choking dust, and Caprella wove a hasty barrier that held just long enough for escape. Bloodied but alive, they claimed a stolen cache of neutralizers. Yet in the respite, Caprella felt the spore laugh, retreating only to regroup. The conflict burrowed deeper, personal as a lover's betrayal. Elowen fell ill first, delicate veins blooming with Caprella's curse.
"You did this to me,"
she whispered, accusation burning hotter than any fever. Thorn confessed a hidden shame. His own experiments had awakened the spore years ago, dooming his lineage. Silas's hunters closed in, raising fringe caverns, whispers of extermination rippling through the sprawl. Caprella's body warped further, nails hardening to chitin, senses sharpening to taste the fear in the air. The stakes rooted in her soul: save a sister, or surrender to the ascension that promised to unmake her humanity. In the abyss chasm, where ancient roots cradled forgotten overmind husks, the twist unfurled. The spore spoke true, not parasite, but key. Visions flooded Caprella. She was heir to the fungal overmind, birthed from Earth's dying rage to reclaim poisoned realms. The infection was awakening, her allies unwitting catalysts. Elowen, recovering in delirium, revealed Silas served a rival faction fearing overmind rebirth. Thorn sacrificed his last neutralizer, not to purge but to catalyze his change. Reversal crashed like a riftquake. Caprella embraced the filaments, her skin splitting to reveal mycelial splendor, allies recoiling as enemy turned sovereign. Tension coiled like strangling vines as Caprella ascended the sprawled core, her form a living lattice pulsing with intent. Silas's forces swarmed, fire lances scorching her edges, purge knights chanting isolation rites. Elowen and Thorn flanked her, redeemed loyalty fueling desperate strikes. Whispers spread through the fungal network, rousing dormant spores to ensnare foes. Tendrils coiling in prelude to cataclysm. Caprella felt the Overmind's hunger swell, personal loss fueling resolve. Aloin's fragile life, thorns buried guilt. The air thickened with spores, the sprawl trembling on oblivion's edge, climax beckoning. At the heart nexus, Silas unleashed his doomsday bloom, a virulent anti-Overmind weapon, scorching waves, eradicating all in its path. Caprella surged forward, fully ascendant, her body a colossal fungal throne, weaving allies into symbiotic armor. Aloin channeled healing tendrils from within, Thorn's law igniting explosive caps. "You cannot stop ascension!" Caprella thundered, her voice the earth's roar. Mycelial waves crashed over Silas, subsuming his knights into the network's embrace. Mercier's assimilation. The weapon imploded in harmonious reversal, rifts sealing under Overmind dominion. Caprella stood reborn, Overmind incarnate, the sprawl's salvation woven in eternal threads.